This is an emperor penguin colony. The first thing to remember is that we're standing not on land but on the frozen sea. These guys are unlike all other penguins. These guys nest on the frozen sea. And they arrived here about 7 or 8 months ago, and the chicks that you can see are probably about 4 months old. The adults have been out at sea feeding maybe 40-50 miles away, and they come back, and all that calling you can hear, that's because the way that a returning adult recognises its chick is by the call. To you or me the calls sound just the same, but to an adult emperor, he or she can recognise the individual call of his or her chick and find it in amongst the 300 or 400 chicks that are here. You'll see the adults preening. It's very important for the adults to keep their feathers in good condition, to keep them well oiled. So you'll sometimes see they put their beak down in between, almost at the base of their tail, and that's where there's an oil gland there. And they take the oil with their beak and then they put it all in amongst their feathers to make sure that the feathers are kept well oiled. The great thing with these penguins is that we can stand really close to them. And the reason is because they have no land predators. We're in the Antarctic, remember, not the Arctic, so there's no polar bears round about here. On the other hand, when they go into the water, they do have the danger of leopard seals and killer whales. But up here on the ice, absolutely no predators, so absolutely no fear of humans. They're lovely birds. All the other penguins are much, much smaller, and all the other penguins can squeeze their whole breeding cycle into the Antarctic summer. But emperor penguins are maybe 3-4 times bigger, 4 or 5 times heavier than the other penguins. And for these guys to get their chicks ready to go to sea in the middle of summer, these penguins have to start their breeding cycle not in the summer, but right at the beginning of winter, because the chicks take so much longer to grow up and to be ready to go to sea.